Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. I've got um, a Wii controller here. We're going to show you how to take it apart and clean it. Now, you may be able to hear this, but at first time it kind of stuck. So whenever I got this controller, you can see some stains around it. I pretty much got it cleaned up pretty good, but there's still some sticking in it and some of the buttons. So we're going to take it apart, and it's actually sticking up here on the D-pad too. So what you're going to need is a tri-wing screwdriver, and you're going to need a pry tool. So first of all, we're going to take these 4 screws out. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. I'm just going to set it down here real quick and do these real quick. Pause for just a second. Okay, so after you take the 4 screws out, you want to take this pry tool out and just go along this edge here and just keep prying it. As you can see here on this side, I haven't quite got it out yet. Okay, now you can see this is the faceplate, and you can see all this is stain, all this orangish look. This is some kind of, I would guess, pop or tea or something. There's some in there. So we're going to take a little Q-tip and some alcohol and get this cleaned up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see now, this is pretty clean. A little spot right there. I'm really having a hard time getting a Q-tip in there, so I'm probably just going to use my little small screwdriver and just try to scrape that out of there. The rest of it looks pretty good. But now, the 2 main buttons that were sticking was the D-pad, which you can see here. It's got crap all over it, so we're going to clean that up. And the home button, which, there it is. Which I can't really see a whole lot on there. If I get this thing to focus. There you go. Maybe just a little bit there. Yeah, there's a little bit right there is where it's sticking. So we'll get that taken care of, and then we'll put this thing back together. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, this looks a lot better. It stained it a little bit, whatever it is. But it was probably coffee. I'm guessing it was probably coffee because this controller was in really good shape. It's just dirty. So we're going to get that all cleaned up. The home button looks good. I'm going to put this back together and see if it works. Be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. So this thing wasn't that easy to put back together, but I figured it out. Okay, so this piece right here, basically this little, I think it's a battery. I'm not really sure, but it goes in there, and that's what kept messing me up on trying to get this thing back together, because I didn't know for sure where that one went. So basically, here's your red button, your reset button, okay, or sync button, I should say. It needs to go in that hole right there. Okay, so it should fit in fairly easy after you figure out exactly, after you figure that part out. That thing's giving me a pain in the butt here. Okay, now I've got that part back together. Now, as you can see, I've got this all cleaned up now, and all the buttons are back where they're supposed to be, and their little plastic covers are on there also. Make sure your speaker is out like that. This is your speaker. You can switch it the other way around, but it's not going to hit the contacts. So give me a minute and I will put this back together. And after I did that, it fit in very nicely. Feel the buttons now. No sticking. Awesome. I guess now we gotta do is try it out and see if it works. I'm gonna put the screws back in and I'm gonna give her a shot and see if it works. Well, she's all back together. Let's put some batteries in the back. Well, that's a good sign right there. Alrighty, I'm gonna go hook it up and see if it actually works on a Wii now. I'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. I just tested it out. Everything works great. No sticking whatsoever. Everything appears to run very smoothly. So we're gonna get a cover for this, put it back together, and everything should be done on this. So this is how you take apart and clean your Wii Remote. Until the next video, if you would please like and subscribe, and you'll get some more content. We appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thanks and have a great day.